Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 2nd of August 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the Reserve Bank of Australia today lifted the official cash rate 50 basis points to 1.85%, sending the share market higher. The board of the central bank said it was determined to rein in inflation. The official cash rate has now risen by 1.7 percentage points in just 3 months to 1.8%, sending variable mortgage rates, that's what we pay on our home loans, sharply higher. Bond markets are now pricing in a cash rate of 3% by December and 3.3% by March 2023 before rates start falling late next year. Now, if that's the case, that means many people will be paying a standard variable mortgage rate of 8 point something by the end of the year. Story number 2, the S&P ASX 200 was down almost 0.5% ahead of the 2:30 p.m. Reserve Bank announcement today, and then it took off. By the close, the index was up slightly to 6,998 points, another 2-month high. Consumer discretionary stocks and consumer staples companies outperformed, while tech stocks also did well. The real estate investment trusts, materials and energy indices all went backwards. Among the large caps, Fortescue Metals was down nearly 2%, while BHP and Rio Tinto were both off around 1.5%. The banks did well, led by Westpac, which rose 1.5%, and National Australia Bank, which ended 1% higher. Wesfarmers, Woolworths and Coles all outperformed, while Goodman, Santos and Woodside underperformed. Buy now, pay later group Zipco share price jumped 14% and has now doubled over the past month. It was the best performer during the session. The worst was Appen. More on that shortly. Story number 3, CSL has received the go-ahead to buy Switzerland's Vifor Pharma for nearly $17 billion. The blood products giant has received all regulatory clearances and will now enter into iron deficiency and kidney products. The closing date has been pushed out several months and is now set to occur next week. It's the 3rd largest takeover by an Australian company on an offshore asset. CSL's share price finished up 0.7% today. Story number 4, Appen's share price fell 27% today after it reported a massive 69% fall in underlying earnings as a result of lower revenue, higher costs and a foreign exchange hit. The artificial intelligence data services company's result was much worse than expected. A couple of years ago, Appen's share price was trading around $40. It was a favourite for pandemic investors. Today, it's trading around $4. And story number 5, Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri, the infamous deputy to Osama bin Laden, has been killed by a US drone strike. US President Joe Biden confirmed the death of al-Zawahiri, saying he was one of the most responsible for the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. Al-Zawahiri has been hiding out from the US military for more than 20 years and had a $25 million price tag for information leading to his capture. Born into a prominent Egyptian family, he became a doctor, founded the Egyptian Islamic Jihad, and eventually merged with Al-Qaeda in 1998. In the end, he was a major financier of the 9/11 attacks. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 2nd of August, 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.